Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome to another video here on the channel. Now this will be the last one that I post before I go on my trek to Everest Base Camp, and it is Horde Rush. Now, some of you might be thinking, that's weird because Horde Rush isn't back. Well, that's just it, it isn't. Horde Rush is scheduled to come back later in this Fortnite season. However, Epic have already put it back in the files, but it's the Chapter 3 version, but they haven't blacklisted it fully. If you have favourited Horde Rush Zero build last year, then you can currently play it, but only with other people that favourited it. So if, for example, a couple of my friends didn't favourite it, I could not play this game mode with them. So the likes of Brad, who didn't favourite it last year, he can't play it. So it's weird, and you'll see as we load in, it'll bring us in on the Season 4 spawn island, and it should take... oh! They've updated it now. Oh god, that's even weirder. Okay, so it now does work on the Season 4 island. So, welcome to Chapter 4 Horde Rush, I guess. But those of you who haven't favourited it, you won't be able to play this game mode yet. So this is Horde Rush Chapter 4, but with augments as well. So this is interesting. Some of you may like this, some of you may not, but I thought I'd do a video covering it, seeing as you can kind of play it at the moment. And the fact that it's somewhat back, obviously, just hypes me up for when it does come back properly later in the season. I mean, I know a lot of you like this game mode as well, and I mean, why wouldn't you? Because it is awesome. So if I don't lag, then we can get going. And for those of you that don't know what Horde Rush is, this is sort of your PvE game mode, where you get to fight against waves of cube monsters, and in the end you have to take on the big bad boss. It honestly is much easier when you're not lagging, but we'll give it a try. Oh my god, that was bad then. You can tell how bugged this is, seeing as you can get materials when it's zero build. Oh, it feels good seeing the cube monsters back again. And obviously, for those of you that don't know, the best way to do this game mode is 100% to grab all of your score multiplier crystals. I like to use my pickaxe during the first round as well. Break the towers, grab the crystals, and you should end up with a decent score and a decent amount of loot to take you then into the next waves. Just obviously, if you are solo like I am, try not to die, because if you die, then sadly, there's no revives. You can't exactly be revived if, well, you're dead. Oh, Epic really have messed up. They put the new sticky grenade launcher in Zero build Horde Rush already. That's awesome. As always, like I say, you want your points, so you'll grab your crystals and you'll break the obelisks. Hopefully you won't lag. That was incredible lag then. The new shotgun is decent for this game mode actually, I guess. So then after the round you go and grab all your loot that you can. Everything that you've got, grab it because you want it. Make sure to get all the loot from the middle as well if you've missed it, because each area has its own set of chests and stuff that you can grab. The biggest issue though that Epic have made here is that you can't upgrade the Everchrome weapons yet. So hopefully that'll be back in time for... Oh wait, no, the Everchrome weapons you have to deal damage with, don't you? Oh. So what are the cube parts for then? Are the sideways weapons back as well? I'm not too sure. I kind of forgot how the Everchrome weapons work. That was my mistake, actually. Right. Kind of want to use my shotgun a little bit here. And use this sticky grenade launcher as well. Honestly, what I need for now is just a little bit of respite. I mean, I've got a decent amount of loot, and if I manage to find myself a sideways minigun, which is the weapon I normally like to use, then realistically, I should be good then, but... although, saying that, I won't be good if I'm lagging. This is a really bad game mode to play with lag. So we secured a fair few points there. And realistically, I should make sure my weapons are reloaded. Because I truly am going to need them during this next bit. We even have the Ripsaw launcher here that we could use to destroy some towers. But for now, I think that realistically we want our augments. And we want to make sure we get some good ones. So there we are, ready for round 2. Honestly, the loot pool of this season's Horde Rush is going to be interesting. I'll tell you that for certain. Kinetic Blade. That's also quite an interesting one to see return. Right. It seems then that the cube monster parts actually aren't useful. But we did get Zygon Choppy's Mythic Ray Gun, which that is pretty awesome. Right, let's go and get these crystals, shall we? Because if we miss a crystal, that means that we don't get the multiplier. And if we don't get the multiplier, then we don't get the points. And if we don't get the points, then I cry. You may have to break a tree though to find a score multiplier in case one spawned up there. And don't forget, when you grab a score multiplier as well, all the enemies around you despawn immediately, like they get killed. So honestly, if you are struggling in that respect, if there's a lot of enemies around you, grabbing it will help get rid of them, so don't worry too much when you're grabbing it about getting killed. Because, of course, if it kills them, then it gives you a little bit of breathing space. Now obviously, because this game mode isn't supposed to be out yet, I wouldn't suggest that this is the finalised version for Chapter 4. But the fact that it has got the new sticky grenade launcher is pretty cool. And then of course, following the round, as always, you want to get your loot, get any more points, get any last bits that you want, and prepare then to move round for your third and final round, when you will take on the boss itself, which frankly is sort of terrifying. The fact that I might even face him now is kind of concerning to me, but it'll be interesting, it really will. And then as you run, don't forget to make sure that you're killing your monsters along the way. But keep an eye on your ammo. You don't obviously want to leave yourself with no ammo to take on the caretaker, but issue is, during the running parts, is that you can get overwhelmed quite quickly. So you want to try and use the explosive ones almost to your advantage. If you can get some distance between you and them, you can use the explosive ones to actually blow up hordes of enemies. And from there, of course, can then get some more breathing space. Having something like what I've got now, the Mythic Evochrome, is quite nice. Not the Mythic, I've only got the Legendary so far. I'm trying to get the Mythic. Right, also be cautious of when the Golden Brutes arrive, because if they hit you, they are going to hurt. But they do give an awful lot of points that you can use. Whether it be to increase your score, your bragging rights, or who knows, Epic will probably bring out some quests for this game mode again. We do every year. It's our Fortnite quests after all. Right then. We have ourselves the gigantic cube tower. Now that giant cube tower, for those of you that don't know, is where the caretaker spawns. The caretaker being the big final boss of this game mode. He's scary to kill. He always has been. And I think now, on my own, with the loot I have, it might be even scarier. I don't know, I normally like to use the Mythic sideways minigun on him, but who knows, the Zygon Choppy's Mythic ray gun might work even better on him. I'm sure we'll soon find out when he spawns in. Also, you got to be careful of regular fiends as well. Also got to be careful of lag. I mean, at the moment it doesn't seem awful, and because you're in the jungle as well, you might get a hold of some of the blue flowers, the blue slurp flowers, so those will help. Healables are probably advisable. Interestingly, it does seem that he can't actually be hit by the new explosive weapon, the new sticky grenade launcher, but he can certainly be hit by the ray gun. And he can certainly be hit by my burst rifle as well. Honestly, taking this guy on in the jungle is kind of rough, I must say. But we are actually getting there with him. Well, we were getting there. We really were getting there. But sadly, it wasn't meant to be. But we got ourselves a new high score of 105,000 on a game mode that shouldn't even be out, with a new weapon that shouldn't even be out. So, frankly, who cares? Because that's pretty awesome if you ask me. So, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you find it informative, enjoyable and fun to watch. And I hope you all, those of you that favourited it, enjoy Horde Rush. And I hope that the rest of you are looking forward to it returning properly later this season. And I'll see you all in the next one.